The interesting thing about trauma, and when I say trauma, I mean an unresolved charge in your nervous system. So the interesting thing about trauma, and we can view this in a positive way, we can also view this in a negative way, is that it is going to arise no matter what you are engaged in. If that unresolved charge in the nervous system is present, that's going to show up in life, in relationships, at work, in our relationship with the world, the way we experience and perceive the world, and in our spiritual journey and in our spiritual practice as well. You know, so often when I speak about awakening and the process that leads to awakening, I speak about trust, I speak about surrender, I speak about the ability to be here. So if we have any issues around that, if we have any trauma past around that, that's going to affect our ability to trust. That's going to affect our ability to fully give ourselves into our true nature. That's going to affect our ability to be here, to be present to what arises. You know, and we could see this as a challenge, right? We could say, oh my God, you know, it's going to affect everything. Or are we going to take this in a positive way and realize it is going to affect everything, meaning it is going to show up. And if it's going to show up, we do have an opportunity. You know, and that's a very, very powerful opportunity. We have an opportunity to be present to that, to not allow this to just go on and continue in a certain particular way, but to meet it and ultimately to have a different experience of life. You know, that's the power of being present. That's the power of being present to what arises. That's the power of really understanding the nervous system and brain, and the power of being able to be present to your experience no matter what arises here. You know, I'm very much looking forward to our time together. Our 3-week program is coming up in January, in part speaking about transforming trauma for awakening. You know, we have an amazing opportunity to simply be present to what is. You know, it sounds very simple, not always so easy. And I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also curious about your experience. Curious about how trauma past, or past in general, how does it show up in your spiritual search? Sometimes we are not even aware. Sometimes we don't understand that it's our past and the veil of the past that colors our present experience. So I'm very much looking forward to speaking more about this and to sitting with you in addressing and resolving of that. And also, if you are enjoying these videos, if you find them useful, please like and comment and subscribe and share, and you have been so much more, and that really helps to make this more visible.